you're looking for a perfect family destination, look no further than Hilton Head Island. From pristine beaches, diverse wildlife, rich history and culture, and a delectable, my personal favorite, low country cuisine. There's something for every member of your family to enjoy. Keep watching for my favorite things to do on Hilton Head with kids.
I'm Christina. I'm a traveler, a planner, and most importantly, a mom. I'm sharing my best tips to make traveling as a family a little less stressful. So put down your phone, pack your bags, and let's showcase the world.
Like I said in the intro, Hilton Head is a great family beach destination. It's on the East Coast. It's a little bit lower than us up in New England, so it's a little bit warmer earlier in the season, so great for May or June when it's still a little too cold for the beach up here. And there's so much to do for families. There's children's camps, junior golf academies, interactive museums, eco-adventures, arts, culture workshops, and then of course, the beach. There's beach favorites like mini golf and fireworks. And it's so easy to get to Charleston or Savannah for some history and some really, really good food. So here are my favorite things to do with kids. The first is enjoy the beach. You have your favorites of any beach town here. You have ice cream, mini golf, sand castles, all of those things that you enjoy from a beach vacation. Then number 2 is Shelter Cove Harbor. You can enjoy all kinds of water sports here all year round. There's boating, crabbing, fishing, sailing, cruising, and dolphin watches that leave from Shelter Cove Harbor. Shelter Cove Harbor. Shelter Cove Harbor, not Hove Harbor. Shelter Cove Harbor. There are also events that are there throughout the year. There's all sorts of kid-friendly things to do in Hilton Head, so you can pull up the events calendar for Shelter Cove, and they have things like concerts and fun things throughout the summer. You can also rent kayaks and zodiacs there, so really good water fun there. There's the Sandbox Children's Museum. So if it's a rainy day, you're looking for something to do, the Children's Museum is super interactive and fun. If you have aspiring golfers, the International Junior Golf Academy here is one of the best in the world, and you can sign them up for week-long lessons or even just a day or afternoon. Another thing that I love to do with kids in Hilton Head is Pirates of Hilton Head Island. It's a pirate adventure. They tell you a little bit about the history of piracy and how, it affected the Low Country. And you go out on a simulation pirate ship, and you get to go on a little adventure. There's also the Coastal Discovery Museum. It's a oceanography type museum with, marine biology and those kind of things. So there's a lot of really cool specimens there, and kids who are interested in learning more about, the ocean and the creatures in the ocean. The Coastal Discovery Museum is really fun. You can see, the types of things that are going to be in tide pools. Number 7 is a day trip, and I couldn't narrow it down to one. So 7, 8, and 9 are all day trips from Hilton Head. The first is to Old Town Bluffton. It's only a short drive over the bridge, so it doesn't even have to be a whole day. You can just pop over for an afternoon, but it offers the ideal example of a low country town. There are cute boutiques, delicious restaurants, and breathtaking views of the May River. So it's this cute little town you can just kind of walk around. But if you're willing to drive a little further, Savannah, Georgia is about an hour away and is stunningly beautiful. It's a historic city full of great food, shopping, and culture. Also said to be one of the most haunted cities in the country, so there's a ton of fun options for historic tours and museum visits. Lastly, about 2 hours away is the charming city of Charleston, which is one of my favorites in the world. It's known for its cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, and pastel antebellum houses. Charleston is a cool spot for history buffs. You can visit Fort Sumter, the federal stronghold where the first shots of the Civil War were fired. Additionally, there's the South Carolina Aquarium, and all sorts of fun historical places to visit. You can learn a little bit more about Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad. There's a lot of spots there, so a lot of fun things to learn in Charleston. And you can do my favorite thing in both Savannah and in Charleston, which is go to dinner at Husk. Husk is one of my favorite restaurants in the world. There's one in both Savannah and Charleston. When going to Hilton Head, I like to fly into Savannah, spend a night or two there, spend some time in Hilton Head, and then spend a few nights in Charleston and fly out of there, so you get a kind of full itinerary that way. There's also horseback riding at Lawton Stables, and then so that's number 10. I promised 10, but I'm going to give you a bonus. There is kids programming at your resort, if you pick the right resort. So there's all sorts of activities and movie nights and all those things happening right at your resort. I love the Omni personally. The Sonesta Resort is also great, and so is Palmetto Dunes and the Sea Pines. Those are all great resorts with a ton of things going on to keep your kids entertained. During the summer season, they do have camps that you can put your kids into, camps that they have supervision, and you can enjoy the spa or shopping in Bluffton, or just reading a book on the beach by yourself. There is also a really great restaurant. It's called Rockfish Restaurant. They have date nights. So it's called Date Night at Rockfish, and they have you can enjoy the restaurant, but they've built in babysitters there. Another great tip is to, book a photo shoot like Flightographer on Hidden Beach. It's one of the most beautiful spots, and you can get some great family pictures there. Maybe get your Christmas card picture done a little bit early. And then the fireworks at Shelter Cove are one of the Hilton Head's most beloved summer traditions. In addition to spectacular fireworks displays, they have great foods, arts and crafts, and live entertainment. It takes place every Tuesday at dusk from June through August. And so that's a little bit about Hilton Head, some of the things that you can do with your kids while you're there, and some of the things that you can do without your kids while you're there. Enjoy some golf by yourself, or tennis, or any of those beach favorites while your kids are in the kids programming. I think it's just such a wonderful vacation destination. There's tons of kid-family resorts. I mentioned just 4 of the many, but those are the 4 that I really like. And like I said, you can definitely round it out with some time in Savannah or Charleston to get a little bit of history and then a little bit of relaxation as well. Thank you so much for joining me. If Hilton Head does not seem like it's the type of place that you're going to enjoy, there are tons of places throughout the world. Hard to narrow it down, but I picked my 18 favorite, and I organized them by age. So if you have toddlers, you would go to the first 4. Grade schoolers, you'd go to the next 4. Teenagers would go to the last 4. But everything's by age, so you have 18 destinations for every year of your child's life, and you can get that guide just by clicking below right here. Don't forget to take a break from the busy. Let me plan a family vacation that everyone can enjoy, including you. Thanks for joining.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.